know oxytocin as the love hormone, the hugging hormone, the bonding hormone. But what if I told you it may also be one of the most important metabolic hormones in your entire body? And what if part of the reason so many women are exhausted, inflamed, insulin resistant, emotionally overwhelmed, constantly hungry, and struggling to lose weight has absolutely nothing to do with laziness or willpower, and everything to do with the fact that their nervous system no longer feels safe? Hi, I'm Shelley, Queen of Carney, and if you're new here, welcome. On this channel, we talk about metabolic healing, hormones, nervous system regulation, insulin resistance, food addiction, emotional eating, and what's actually happening inside women's bodies, especially after years of chronic stress, dieting, inflammation, and burnout. And today we're continuing something really important, the hormone hierarchy series. Because most women are trying to heal their metabolism from the bottom up. Calories, macros, supplements, workout plans. Hormones operate in a hierarchy. And if the top of the system is dysregulated, the downstream hormones often struggle no matter what you do. And at the very top of that hierarchy is safety. Most people only hear about oxytocin in the context of childbirth, breastfeeding, falling in love, hugging people, or bonding. And yes, oxytocin absolutely plays a role in human connection. But what most people don't realize is that oxytocin receptors have been found throughout the body, not just in the brain. We're talking the gut, the pancreas, fat tissue, the immune system, the cardiovascular system. And the emerging research around oxytocin and metabolism is honestly fascinating because oxytocin appears to function as a biological safety signal. It helps tell the body the environment is stable enough to heal. And this is where I think a lot of women get stuck, especially women over 40, especially women who have been through chronic stress, divorce, financial fear, emotional trauma, years of dieting, food addiction, caretaking, burnout, people pleasing, sleep deprivation, or just decades of living in fight or flight. Because eventually the body adapts to survival. And when the body feels unsafe for long enough, it starts prioritizing survival over repair. This affects your cortisol, your blood sugar, inflammation, appetite, fat storage, sleep energy, and insulin sensitivity. Obviously, this is complex. I'm not saying just get a hug and your metabolism magically heals. Not what I'm saying at all. But I am saying the nervous system matters far more than people realize. And honestly, this is one of the biggest reasons I created my Spark Metabolic Blueprint Assessment. Because so many women are trying to heal by focusing only on calories or macros while completely missing the larger hormonal and nervous system picture. Your metabolism does not exist in isolation. Stress matters, sleep matters, insulin matters, inflammation matters, food addiction patterns matter, hormones matter, safety matters, and sometimes women need someone to actually connect the dots instead of just handing them another generic meal plan. That's exactly what the blueprint is designed to do. You'll find a link in the description. Now back to it. One of the things researchers are now exploring is the relationship between oxytocin and insulin sensitivity. Some studies suggest oxytocin may help cells respond better to insulin signals. It also appears to influence appetite regulation, stress response, and inflammation. And honestly, that makes a lot of sense when you think about it. Because women who live in chronic stress often experience higher cortisol, more emotional eating, worse sleep, more inflammation, more abdominal fat storage, and worsening insulin resistance over time. And yet women are only being told, eat less and move more. Meanwhile, nobody is asking, do you feel safe? Do you feel connected? Do you ever relax? Are you isolated? Are you chronically overwhelmed? Are you sleeping? Do you ever feel calm in your own body? And this gets even more important after menopause because oxytocin naturally declines with age. And modern life honestly makes this worse. Think about it. Women today work from home. We're isolated, overstimulated online. Sometimes we barely get to see our friends. We carry enormous stress and feel emotionally unsupported. Then we gain weight, inflammation increases, sleep gets worse, blood sugar gets worse, and the doctor just says, oh, well, your labs are normal, and we start blaming ourselves. Meanwhile, nobody is looking at the full hormonal environment. I'll give you an example. Picture this, a woman in her late 40s. She goes through a divorce, starts working from home, stops seeing people as much, starts to feel emotionally exhausted. Sleep starts to get poor. And over the next couple of years, she gains weight despite not changing much with her food. So her doctor checks the regular, the thyroid, the glucose, maybe cholesterol. Everything comes back in range, but nobody asks, do you feel safe? Do you feel supported? Do you ever rest? Are you constantly stressed? Do you feel alone? And those questions matter because the body keeps score. I really want to make this clear. This is not about weakness. This is not about blaming emotions for everything. And this is definitely not saying metabolism is all in your head. This is physiology. The nervous system and the metabolic system are deeply connected. The body responds differently when it feels constantly threatened. And for many women, that threat state becomes chronic. And that's why oxytocin sits at the top of this hormone hierarchy series. Because the body cannot fully heal while constantly bracing for danger. From here, everything builds downward. Next, we're going to talk about cortisol. What happens when the safety signal disappears? Why chronic stress changes the metabolism. And why so many women feel wired, exhausted, inflamed, and stuck. If this resonated with you, let me know in the comments. And if you're new here, hit that subscribe button because this series is going deep into the hormonal and metabolic side of healing that most women are never taught. And remember, your body's not stupid. Your metabolism's not broken. Your body has just been adapting to the environment it's been living in. And now we start rebuilding from the top down. So be sure to do all the YouTube things. Subscribe, comment, like, and if you have a friend that needs to hear this, make sure you share that with her. And I will see you guys on the next video. Mwah! Have a great day. Bye.